How do I draw a cat? I don't know. Let's find out. I feel like if we take something like our dog and just change a couple things, it's basically going to look like a cat. I think a lot of animals' bodies end up looking kind of the same. So hey, let's start with something like this. I think one thing I'm going to do a little bit different is I definitely don't want my snout to stick out quite as much on a cat as I would want it on a dog. I always think cats look a little bit cuter. They're kind of more squished in their noses are. So let's see. Maybe I will start with a little curve that doesn't really stick out too much at all. Something like that. Uh-oh, already this marker's done. Let's switch to a new one. That seems a little better. All right, so if we start out with a little curve here, let's see. I'm going to go up and over kind of like a circle, but I'm not going to quite finish it because I want to leave a little space for my ear. So maybe up to here. Or here. All right. Kind of looking like a Winnie the Pooh type shape so far, but that's all right. We're going to add in a really big eye right there. And we're going to add in a little triangle nose, a curve. We'll make our ear like a triangle as well. We left room for our other ear. Kind of right there. Maybe we'll add a little line on this one. Something like that. I think this marker is way too thick to be doing this, but that's okay. And for our everything else, I think we can do it a lot like we did our dog. So let's see. Maybe add a little kind of curve instead of a point on the tail for our cat. I could do the same type of thing where I'm showing the other paw sticking out a little, kind of like I did my other ear sticking out a little. Probably didn't get the angle right on that. But hey, that gets us started. I think anyone would look at that and say that's probably a cat. Now, one of the things about cat eyes, I've been drawing my eyes pretty cartoony. If you want your eyes to actually look like a realistic cat, for the pupil, what you can do is instead of using a circle or an oval, if you make it a shape kind of like a leaf or a football shape, something like that. That ends up making it look a little more like an actual cat's eye, pointy on the top and bottom. I don't really like drawing mine that way because I'm not trying to draw mine ultra realistic. But even if I was going to do it that way, I could also, like we've talked about, give it a little bit more life just by adding in a little reflection to it as well. Something like that. But I'm going to keep mine pretty cartoony for this one. Again, that marker was probably way too thick. So here's a cat sitting down, looking sideways, much like our dog. Okay. What else could we do? Let's do one with... Oh, let's draw our cat like laying down. I always, my old cat Boots, I always say she would lay down in a ball. She would tuck all of her legs kind of under her when she laid down. So let's try that out. So for this one, maybe we'll do face looking forward at us. So, tell you what I'm going to do. Just because I can't erase with a marker, I'm going to sketch this out as a circle for the head. And I'll sketch out the basic shape of the ears, which of course are triangles. And the only reason I didn't do that with a marker is I'm actually going to leave a little bit of extra space. Right there. I just wanted to leave right there and there kind of connected so we could see that's inside the ear, that's outside the ear. Again, there's a ton of other ways you could do your ears. On my last one, I just kind of did something like that. You see a lot of the time people will do their ears like the shape with just a little triangle inside. It's whatever you want to make it, right? Speaking of triangles, let's go ahead and add our nose. I'm going to add it pretty low down in the face so I have room to make the eyes nice and big. Actually, for this one, that nose is almost just like a little semicircle, isn't it? Doesn't even look like a triangle. Hey, you can do it however you want. I'm going to add my mouth with two big curves coming off to either side. All right, that's looking kind of cat-like. Let's get our eyes. I'm going to make my eyes really, really big. All right. We'll do the old double reflection in there for this particular one. Again, we've talked about how you can do all sorts of different details, so hey, you make yours how you want to make it. Cool. So for this one, I'm going to do my cat kind of balled up, right? So let's do, for the front two legs are almost going to be like folded underneath like this. So I think that's really all I'm going to draw for that first one. For the other one, something like that, kind of folded underneath. I guess I need to show where the cat's laying down. And for the back, actually I'll use kind of the same type of shape, I think, right there. Maybe that's my cat's back foot. I can't tell. Is that one tucked under? Probably not. That one's not tucked under, so we'll go ahead and add some little toes in there. And, you know, your tail could be sticking out this way or lying down or whatever. I think there's mine. And maybe my cat, just like my dog, maybe my cat was kind of lying on a little cat bed. And show the texture of that with some bumpy, curvy lines there. There's the floor. Okay, we got two cats. What can we do next? Next, let's make a cat that is kind of an angle. So we have a side view, we have a front view. Again, you can add whatever details you want. Maybe I'm going to add some little whiskers. Details are always up to you. That looks like a cat. Cool. What's next? We're going to do that kind of 3/4 angle view. Or we're going to try at least. Let's see what we can do. So for this one, ooh, I know what I'm going to do. This one, I'm going to do my paws. I'm going to do my cat like it's about to pounce, right? So I'm going to put my paws kind of down under the face. So cat's hunched down like this. And let's see. Draw the face really big here. Oh, I was going to do an angle view of the face, wasn't I? Well, maybe we can still make it happen. Let's see. Can we still do it? Let's try. Worst thing that happens is it doesn't look right. So let's do, maybe this one does have more of a triangle nose. And this time the cat's really focusing, right? Really looking at something. So I'm going to do the eyes kind of down, almost like it's angry, but I think the cat won't look angry because of the smile on its face. I think it's going to look like mischievous, but let's see. So maybe this eye, do like that. This one over here, do like that. We'll get our pupils in here. And fill those in real quick. I think that has the look I was going for. Ooh, and maybe should the ears be back? Like sometimes when they're about to pounce, how would I make the ears back though? We got to find out. Let's do, yeah, maybe like that, right? Maybe this one's going back like that. Okay, okay. And now for the back, let's see, normally they get down real low in the front. So for the back, maybe something like that. Tail's going all the way off the page. And our cat, what else? Maybe you can see the other little back foot sticking out back here. And, something like that. The floor is not lined up at all. And I probably should have showed this arm too. I think the way I started it was almost more like sleeping. Speaking of which, let's do that one. So if this is our cat about to pounce, let's make our cat sleeping. I think maybe this is more like what I had in mind for the paws on that last one. So let's see. This one will just have the face kind of facing us. Maybe I'll add a little curve to the ears this time. Not quite straight lines. Again, every time you draw, you can make your own decisions about what you want to look like what. I think this one I'm going to do, actually I'm going to do really, really teeny tiny. Am I even going to draw a mouth? Maybe if the cat's sleeping, I'm not even going to draw a mouth. If the cat's sleeping, the eyes are closed, so I can use little curves for that. I think it looks kind of cute without a mouth. Maybe I'll leave it like that. I kind of like that, actually. And I'll tell you what, here's what we're going to do. Kind of like we did with our sleeping dog. I'm going to have... Ooh, I know. So it's resting its paws like right on top of its tail. So this will be the tail sticking out right here. Up and over. There we go. I'm liking that. And again, maybe we can see a little bit of the cat's leg kind of sticking out there like we did for our dog. All right. No clue why letter Z's mean sleeping in comics and cartoons, but they do. All right, what have we got? We've got the cat laying down. We've got the cat standing up sideways. We've got the cat about to pounce. I wish I had done that paw differently, but hey. What else can we do? That's a lot of cats, right? Should we do a cat standing up? It'll probably look a lot like the dog standing up, but maybe we can do that. Okay, let's do that. So, oh, I got one more piece of paper. On the floor. That's my last piece of paper, so I guess this is going to be my last cat drawing for now. What did I just say we were doing? Oh, the cat standing up. Maybe we'll do a cat walking. How about that? So, can we add more detail to this? Maybe. So, do that same kind of slight bump face forward. Maybe this one's going to be another angled one. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. All right. Maybe this one's a little bit more expressive. Maybe this one has... I don't know why. Maybe this one has little eyebrows, right? And maybe this one's ears kind of curve a little bit. Maybe the other ear curves this way a little bit. I don't know. This could easily be a dog now that I'm looking at it. Maybe it's one of those small little pointy-eared dogs. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's whatever you want it to be. Let's add a collar. Okay. And let's see. If our cat or dog, what is it? It looks like almost like a little chihuahua, doesn't it? I don't know. Okay, this is how we find new things out, by trying. So if we're walking, let's say we got one leg going back. Again, the back feet are always a little bit longer. And maybe this one's going forward. And maybe that one's going back. And maybe this one's going forward. I don't know. I don't know how cats walk. I don't have one at home right now. I wish I did. Something like that. Something's weird with the face. Let's make a... I'm just gonna make the tongue stick out. This is just turning into some sort of weird dog-cat combination thing. I don't know. Oh well. Well, hey, we have lots of different options. You can make yours look like anything you want. I like this one right here. I prefer that one. Ooh, and of course I like this one. That one's really cute. So anyway, hey, there's some cats. Have fun making some cats, and that's it. See you next time. Nope, that's not it. How can we draw cats without drawing Hello Kitty? We have to draw Hello Kitty, right? The cartoon cat that everybody knows from Japan. So here we go. Let's make our Hello Kitty. Gonna actually look at a picture here, so I'm doing it halfway right. So if we're gonna make Hello Kitty, super simple little character here, we're gonna start with an oval. And we want this oval kind of longer than it is tall, so like a long oval. Now, the only reason I'm doing with this with a pencil is because there's a couple of parts where I might have to erase a little bit. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute, because her thumb is going to go right here. Her bow is going to go right here. So I'm going to sketch that part in with a pencil first. Okay, so it looks to me like she's got, her ears are kind of like triangles, but they're really round triangles. So let's do a curved line over here and a curved line over here. We want that kind of nice and round, not super pointy on the edge there. Now, before we draw this here, I'm actually going to add in her little bow, which is super simple. We got a circle right here, and we're going to have kind of a big, almost oval looking shape on this side. Boop, sticking out behind, a big, almost oval looking shape on this side. Kind of like a pointy oval, I guess. The little tie of the bow is just two little curves like that, and I can make her other ears sticking out on this side. Basically the same shape I made the first one. Curves, not totally straight lines. Kind of like curves. All right, there we go. So at this point, I think I can go ahead and connect her to here, and I'm not going to quite finish that part yet, because her thumb is going to be sticking out, because she's going to be waving, because Hello Kitty, she's got to wave, right? So, okay. So the face is super simple. Ovals. That's all you need. So her nose is a little long oval, and her eyes are two little tall ovals. And they're not up very high. They're actually really kind of short and small, too. Maybe one here, and maybe one here. Cool. She has some little whiskers, too, but we're going to mess with that in a minute. All right, for the body. The body is also super simple. This character is awesome. What a great character. Really simple to draw. So what we're going to want to do is make kind of a, like a rounded W shape. So I have a little piece of paper where I can show this. Here, I'll use part of my Snoopy page. So, some people make their W's like this, and some people make their W's like this. I used to draw my W's like that when I was a kid. And we want kind of that shape, almost like two little curves that are actually going to come down and make her feet. And they also make the shape of her body at the same time. So, let's see. We're going to start kind of here and here, and we're going to come down, boop, maybe about there and there. She doesn't really have a neck, so her body starts about there. We're going to come down with like a big kind of curvy W. Another way you could think of it, kind of like we did our cat's nose earlier, or our dog's nose earlier too, was we had our nose here. We did like a letter J almost, and then another one on the other side. If you put these two things together the opposite way, so if we start with this one here and then do one on this side, that's going to make the same kind of basic shape we need too. So anything like that is going to work just fine. So let's try it out. Down, up, and I'm just going to do the same basic thing over here. Down, oh, I got kind of hung up there with my pen, and up. And now mine didn't end up the exact same size, but guess what? It's fine. This is how we learn, by trying new things. I feel like this is probably the first time I've ever tried to draw Hello Kitty. So hey, that's all right. She's got the collar of her little shirt or dress. I don't even know what it is, which is just a curve, kind of like a smiley face. She's got another little curve here to show where her feet stick out. Her feet are just those two little curves. That's all you need. Her arm on this side is just a little curve. That's about as easy as it gets. She She has a sleeve there. And then on this side, this is why I left this little space open. She's waving hello. So I'll add another curve out here. And then just to make that look like her hand's like a little mitten shape almost. Just draw a line there. That's it, folks. She's got some whiskers over here. Pow, pow, pow. She's got some whiskers kind of sticking out over here. Maybe this one goes behind her bow. Pow, pow, pow. That's it. We drew Hello Kitty. We've done it. There's the ground. And down here, even though she's standing up, her food bowl's on the ground. Go ahead and cast your vote for what you want to name your Hello Kitty. Did you vote? Okay. You wanted Tom. You wanted to name her Tom. Same as the dog. Maybe actually Hello Kitty, she's anthropomorphic, which means she stands up. She's like a human, right? Maybe she has a pet dog. That was something in Disney that was always weird. Like, Goofy's supposed to be a dog, or he seems like he's a dog, but he stands up and walks around. But Pluto's a dog who, like, walks around on all fours and can't talk. But Goofy seems like he's a dog, but he can stand up and talk. Weird Disney stuff. Anyway, yeah, we did it. We made Hello Kitty, and we made some other cats too, but I don't know where I put them. I think I lost them. So that's it. There you have it. Have fun making your cats. Have fun on the spring break. That's it. See you next time.